Hi everyone, it's Shaz, and I'm bringing you what I hope to be a long-term series on my channel, which I believe is a community channel. So today I'm bringing you a video from one of my super subs, the one and only Despotic. So for all you guys who subscribe to me, if you haven't subscribed to Despotic or if you haven't checked out his channel, you know, it's a good opportunity. I'm not going to sort of showcase or shout out 2 or 3 channels like a lot of people do. I'm going to focus on, you know, an individual every time I do this. So I've chosen obviously Despotic initially. He was the first channel that I subscribed to. I love his content. He offers a range, you know, of hints and tips for FPS games, as well as some interesting vlogs. You know, when he's had a drink or two, always cracks me up. And you know, the guy is a natural commentator, you know, so he is the original natural as far as YouTube commentary is concerned, in my book. So anyway, enjoy the video, and it's a Battlefield Bad Company 2 video which I haven't uploaded recently, so it's a really good opportunity to show that. And also enjoy Despotic using a shotgun. He also gives a shout out to somebody else, you know, in the video, and I'll put a link to both channels in the description. And what I will say is, if you want me to upload any of your videos, please send me an inbox, and I'll check out the video and I'll upload it. Just basically first come first served, you know, no specific order. But you know, if you want me to show any of your videos and you feel that it would benefit your channel by appearing on mine, then you're welcome to it, because it is, you know, after all, a community channel, and it doesn't have to be Call of Duty or Battlefield. It can be absolutely anything, you know, as long as you enjoy doing it and you want to see it on my channel. So anyway guys, enjoy the video.
It's the one and only Despotic. Bring you bitches another gameplay commentary. This is Battlefield Bad Company 2. This is a rush gameplay, and I'm using a shotgun. Despotic is using a shotgun? That's a close range weapon. I thought he was like a medium to long range, you know, kind of play style, defensive, clipping, all of those things. Well, today I had like an open lobby to all those people who came and participated. Awesome, man. We had an awesome time. It was really nice. We played Black Ops, which is Call of Duty, and then we played Battlefield Bad Company 2. And for those people who don't know, which you should know, because if you look through my videos, you'll probably hear me mentioning this stuff all the time. Dr. Usher, aka Robot Affliction, you know, he's a beast with the shotgun, a solid player with the shotty, and here I am just, you know, trying to do a little bit of mimicking, right? Or yeah, emulating a little bit, right? So, you know, these guys' tickets are dwindling, it's depleting, and I'm like, okay, I might as well just camp them out at their spawn and just keep killing them, because the shotgun is a close range weapon, and I really don't have like any tactics or any strategy to use with the shotgun. I just want to get up in your face and just destroy you. And I think this is probably, I don't know, like my 10th time using a shotgun in this game, and I just hit 5 days played on Battlefield Bad Company 2, right? Kudos to Despotic. Look at that switch. Switch is pretty nice, right? I like that switch, right? So like right here, I'm not thinking it's gonna be a game or whatever, because I'm like, all right, their tickets are down. They're not really doing anything, and they have a couple of 50s on their squad, level 50s. So, you know, those guys are bitches anyway. Matter of fact, most of the level 50s I've met, with an exception of people, you know, who I squad up with, you know, the 50s put on the little recon kit and then put on that automatic shotgun. I haven't used that automatic shot. I probably used it once, and I can tell that shit is overpowered. You know, like, you just be long ranging bitches from like like your spawns, you know, your camp spot, and you're just destroying people. I don't know how a shotgun can, like, anyway. For those people who play Battlefield, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It's an automatic shotgun. I don't know the name. So I'm not really familiar with the automatic shotties, or the shotties for that matter. I don't play with the shotgun, but I just decided, hey, let me see what I can do. And this game turned out pretty well. It was very exciting. It was competitive. My whole MO, right, my modus operandi was to get into these guys' faces, right? I didn't have any kind of, and this was more of an ad lib, right? I was thinking while, you know, I played. It wasn't like, okay, you know, if I'm playing the engineer class, I want to drop some landmine. Well, this is the engineer class, but not with a shotgun. You know, if I was playing the engineer class with a submachine gun, I would play it a bit differently, be around, you know, the MCOM stations and try to do those things. But seeing that I have a shotgun, I'm like, okay, you know, what's the harm of just being in these guys' faces? And to be honest with you, I honestly think, like, I just scared the shit out of them. Because, like, right here, you'll see some guy, like, he literally, like, jumps out of the fucking tank to come and kill me, and he doesn't know, like, dude, I'm in a tank, you know, I have a shotgun. Why would you jump out of the tank, try to kill me? So I don't know if he was like a new player, but you know, it was kind of strange. And like right here, I'm looking around. I'm like, okay, where are these guys? Let me just stay in this little spot, plant some anti-tank mines, which was an ultimate fail. Like right there, I could have killed that guy. Well, 2 or 3 of them if they were in the tank. Like, look, this guy jumps out of a tank. I'm just gonna destroy his ass. Look at him. Come on, dude. Why would you jump out of the tank? Did he jump out of the tank? I think he did. Jumps out of the tank. I jump in the tank, and I honestly didn't do any better. Because I'm sitting there just trying to act as if, because if they don't spot me, the tank, to me, well, the tank doesn't show up as if I'm an enemy. So if I'm not spotted, then, you know, I can just get a jump on them. But I should have just straightened out the tank and said, hey, let's try to get some kills. But, you know, I was just in a rush. It's like seeing, you know, whenever you guys are playing a first-person shooter, you see like 3 guys and they haven't seen you. Your eyes open wide, and then you panic. You're like, oh, can I get a triple? Can I get a triple? And then you panic. So, like right here, I think I did a little bit of panicking. Get that guy. I don't know what happened here. Like, you know, the same thing that guy did, I did. Like, I'm sitting there. I'm not sitting there, but he jumps in the tank. He jumps out of the tank. I don't know why I didn't shoot him, because I'm thinking like, this dude is in the tank. Let me just get away from him. But I guess it's, you know, when on this map, jump out of the tank. And for those people who are looking at this gameplay and saying, oh, Despotic, you're not, you know, PTFOing, right? Playing the effing objective, right? Yeah. You know, my teammates and the blueberry bitches, those guys are camped out on the MCOM stations. So, you know, I just have free roam to do whatever. Because the moment, and like you guys will see there, the moment someone goes and plants or arms the MCOM station, you'll see these like snipers and everyone comes out of, you know, they come out of nowhere and just fucking disarm it. So, you know, I have free roam. I can do whatever it is I need to do. Like right here, this is just, that's not right. Come on, 2 hit markers? Seriously? 2 hit markers. And I think he's got like 48% health. 2 hit markers. that was bad. Honestly, right? 2 hit markers. So I'm trying to spawn in here, and like these guys like to, and you know, I've played this map before, and these guys like to bring the tank up, like right, well they brought the tank in the fucking base, but normally they'll keep the tank right by the bridge and just try to destroy the MCOM stations, which is fine, and you'll see that same strategy. You know, they'll try to implement that same strategy later on in the game, and I wasn't gonna have it, right? I just honestly wanted to just be a presence, just punish these guys. If you want to come up this section, this side of the map, I'm gonna punish you. If you don't want to come up to this side of the map, we have snipers on the, you know, in that last base, camping their butt cheeks off, and here I am trying to put the beats in these bitches. So, and honestly, I don't frown, you know, I don't dislike the fact that these guys are out there and, you know, camping a lot, because this, I think this is the last base. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's the last base, and you know, what you want is some snipers, you know, staying in the back, trying to pick people off, because their tickets are dwindling anyway. It's depleting, so what's the point? I mean, I would love for those guys to try to, you know, create a kind of boundary. What am I talking about, right? I would love for these guys to create a kind of boundaries, you know, to push them back, So they don't stay right there and just use the tank and try to destroy the MCOM station. I find that happens a lot, and you know, I get pissed off because I'm like, and those guys who, you know, kind of implement that kind of strategies are bitches anyway, right? Staying from a ways away and trying to destroy the MCOM station with a fucking tank, right? Those guys are bitches. So I honestly wouldn't even pay those guys any attention. And that's exactly what they attempted to do. So I honestly don't care if my teammates are camping around the MCOM station. It's not even camping. You're defending, you know. I honestly don't think there's a set way to defend. People defend in different ways. Like I defend, you know, with the shotgun, trying to be up close and personal. I guess that's the only way you can be. And some shotguns, man, like I get hit markers, but it's deceptive because, you know, I get a hit marker and then the guy kills me, and it shows like 100% health. So that hit marker must have just whiffed. You know, it didn't do anything. So you know, I keep saying I'm a lot. I'm a lot. Why am I laughing at that? That's not even funny. So I guess I give you guys a little play-by-play. They honestly, they want to push up on the right side, but just me being in that kind of area, in that vicinity, I'm honestly trying to prevent them from even pushing up this side, because if they get to that point where they're like, okay, we can come left side, well, it's my right and their left, then, you know, it's going to create a problem. But if every time they try to come this section, I will devastate, you know, I will try to kill them and destroy them, put the beats in those bitches, and then you know what happens? They're not going to come this way. They're going to go the other side where the snipers are waiting, the assault class and the recon class, assault and medic class, you know, they're waiting just to kill them and pick them off. And I've been noticing lately, I've been seeing a lot of medics, man. Today I played with Thello, El Capitan, you know, Dr. Usher, aka Robot Affliction, and you know, we ran into a lot of snipers and a lot of people who were using medic. I don't know, for some reason I used to play as a medic, but then I just don't like, as much as I play, you know, medium to long range, and I like to clip and do those types of things, I still like to be aggressive, right? And to me, if I'm playing, well, there's some aggressive medics, so I'll take that back. You can be aggressive with, you know, with the medic class, but to me, it just doesn't, you know, I just like this. I like the engineer and the assault class. I like those things. I don't play with the recon, and I don't play with the medic anymore. So I've played with the recon from time to time, but not in any kind of extensive, you know, periods or whatever. Not extensively. Yeah, this commentary is going south, right? South? Yeah, is that it? Saying? Yeah, commentary is going south. Because it couldn't go north, because north is up. South is down. For those people who don't know what that is, I don't know what to say. Okay, so as you can see, those bitches, they brought the tank up there. And I'm thinking, I wish I had like an RPG right now. Rocket propelled grenade, bitches, for the win. But see, they're smart. I can tell you, that's their whole MO. They're smart. They're not gonna move out because they saw me drop anti-tank mine there, and they're like, oh, okay, we're not gonna do anything. You know, we're gonna stay here and try to destroy the MCOM station single-handedly. Well, not single-handedly, but with the tank. But I'm like, right now, it seems as if I'm just laying back, but I'm honestly pissed off because I'm like, these bitches, come on, man. And as you can see, my teammates aren't anywhere to be found. They're ways back there. Like one guy, he's not in the bridge, he's below the bridge. But then, you know, they're not even paying any attention to the tank. I'm the only one sitting there trying to, like, you know, do something about the tank. I don't know, I just went into like a little blackout right there. I don't know what the hell I was saying. Is that like a brain freeze? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I did that too. So, you know, the shotgun is pretty nice. I like the shotgun. It's very fun to use. most of you might think, okay, there's a circle there. Just aim within the circle and it's an easy shot, easy kill. No, it's not. I'll tell you guys that one right now. The shotgun requires some, you know, skill, right? And you have to have skill, man, because if you don't find ways to flank, find ways to, and then your reaction time, right? You should be able to react really quick. Look at this, dude. Look at this. I'm waiting. Come on. Is that a headshot? No, it's not. I think it was a headshot. I don't know. And I get the game-winning kill as well, right? It's not. There's no game-winning kills in Battlefield Bad Company 2, but whatever. You can bring over an element of Call of Duty over the over the Battlefield Bad Company, right? There's some people that's like, it's taboo. You know, you can't mention Battlefield and Call of Duty in the same breath, right? How dare you do that? I always found it so strange that people have, you know, they're so loyal to one game that, you know, they don't want to invest, or just, well, invest some time in playing the other, right? You got to be diversified, right? You can't just solely sit there and say, hey, I know I'm not talking about the gameplay. I go off on tangents all the time. You just can't sit there and say, hey, well, you know, it's mutually exclusive, right? If I play Battlefield, then I can't play Black Ops, or I can't play Call of Duty. And if I play Call of Duty, I can't play Black Ops. Well, I can't play Battlefield Bad Company 2. Yep. And I'm not even drinking. I'm not even drinking. Look at this. Look at this one right here. Look at this. Come on, Despotic. Creep up in that bitch. Bam! Now, watch this guy right here. I don't know what's up with that tank. That tank is like oblivious to what's going on. Look at that whiff. One. There we go. There we go. Come on. Game is over. Anyway, this is the one and only Despotic. I brought you bitches a Battlefield Bad Company 2 shotgun gameplay. I thought it was pretty nice. Deuces, bitches.